From the Oklahoman newsroom, this is a Varsity Update. I'm Jenny Carlson. The OSSAA acted this past summer on a policy that it's had on the books for about 20 years, saying that they would not allow formal prayer over the public address system during playoff games or OSSAA contests. But that update brought some feedback from the state attorney general, and Jacob Unruh joins us on the phone. Jacob, the OSSAA acted on some things today in light of what they heard from the attorney general. Catch us up on what he said over the summer and what led up to today's decision.
Well, basically, he brought forward his own opinion, saying that prayer should be allowed at games by students voluntarily, and that the OSSAA he just doesn't agree with their rule, and that he would like to see it changed. But it was only his opinion, so the OSSAA didn't have to go in and change it. But today they went and voted, and they changed it to a moment of silence is allowed before the games to allow kids to pray, to meditate, to whatever they want to do, very similar to what the majority of the public schools in the state offer to start the day over their speaker system throughout the school. And it was unanimously voted. It's not a mandatory for each game. The host sites or the neutral site, they have the option to offer it. The host of each site actually has the chance to offer it. And so that's where we're at now, to where basically it was a compromise with Attorney General Pruitt, and looks like moving forward, it starts this week, that schools can have a moment of silence over the PA system.
Well, Jacob, as you mentioned, OSSAA playoff games, I mean, obviously when you get to state finals and that sort of thing, you're talking more neutral site games, but a lot of these early round playoff contests are at schools, and the schools are also overseeing what happens before and during games. So there needed to be some structure here. You mentioned the word compromise, and it sounds like the OSSAA, the Activities Association here in Oklahoma that oversees high school sports, worked pretty closely with the Attorney General. Is that the impression you're getting, that this was really an effort between the two?
Yeah, they apparently met yesterday. They met last week. They've met throughout the last couple of weeks, I guess, with the Attorney General, with Representative Bobby Cleveland, who's the one that voiced the concern to the Attorney General about this, and said, basically, let's figure out a way to make this work. Let's figure out a way that it's legal, that we're not going to cause any problems legally, or, and also be fair to everyone, no matter what their religion or beliefs, that this is a fair way. And all sides came out today happy with their decision.
So, Jacob, at this point, you feel like the decision that the OSSAA has made isn't going to cause any legal maneuvers by anybody out there? I guess anybody can act independently, but is the sense you're getting is that everybody's pleased and willing to stand with this decision?
It seems like that. Like, I think they felt like legally that this was a good way to do it, because you're not praying over a loud system, and you're not necessarily gonna offend someone. You're not gonna single out someone. You're not gonna do anything like that by having a moment of silence, which is already a thing that a lot of schools have at the beginning of the day anyways. So I think both sides, the Attorney General's released a statement saying he was happy. Bobby Cleveland said he was happy. The OSSAA is obviously happy with it, because I think they were happy to compromise and to make some maneuvers to try to get as many people as happy as possible, which was not the case in June when this was brought up.
We'll have coverage of that decision and ramifications on newsok.com, as well as in the Thursday Oklahoman. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.